Hello, everybody. Um, yes, let's see. Last week we did a stream and it was okay, but I feel like I said some things that I didn't mean to say, or I didn't like what I said. I don't know. I felt like a lot of the things I said kind of required more thinking. Um, and so I deleted it. I deleted the stream. It's gone. It's gone forever. Now I had some milk, and I thought about it more clearly what I wanted to talk about this week. So I bought the strawberry syrup. It's just Hershey's syrup, but it's not a common thing in Japan. But there was like a foreign store with a bunch of American things, and we got some strawberry milk. It's pretty great. So now it's gone. Oh well. So I wanted to play Kingdom Hearts. I will not lie to you. I am very tired. I am so sleepy. Before the stream, I was even feeling like, do I even want to do it? Sorry, the camera is here, so but the game is here, and I'm gonna show it. Just let me know if it's loud. Be careful sharing. All right, got it. Okay. There you go. Okay, so we're gonna play some Kingdom Hearts. I started a new game recently, and I hope this is chill. Maybe I can just kind of edit this layout a little bit. This shouldn't be so bad. Update loud. Okay. Yeah, I love this game. This game is my childhood, and I was obsessed with Sora as a kid. Like I wanted to be Sora, you know. And it was kind of a problem. So what happened? I'm not able to. Yeah. Okay. If you're watching this, it would be really nice to know how loud. I'm assuming it's pretty loud. But if it's loud, let me know. But right now we're getting ready to. Okay, I swear it's smooth, but it doesn't look smooth on the. Okay, I swear I'm playing it smooth, but it's. A computer can handle it, but I think it's not the internet, so. Yeah. This game is my childhood. It's a lot of fun. And we're about to fight a boss. So. Yeah, I mean, as I'm. Come on.
Deep freeze!
As
Deep
they're saying. Where'd he go? Okay. Alright.
Come on!
Yeah. I love this game. Chat in the comment if you know this game. If you've heard of it or played it.
Come on!
Or it just looks like a kid's game, which, I mean, Donald and Goofy are here. Yeah, it's really funny. Growing up, I was like obsessed with like learning like with the weapon, and like
This is it! Ha! Come on! See ya! Deep freeze!
yeah, I would pretend like I'm Sora. I would pretend like Sora was my best friend when I was a kid. I mean, my brothers played this game and I was like 4 years old.
Come on!
But I was a weird kid. I was a weird kid. I have no recollection of it, but I know my mom was pretty worried at one point when I was like, I would be running like this character, and I'd be running into the wall like this, like I would be pretending like I'm against, like running into the wall, like how this character is running into the wall, like sliding. Yeah, I was 4 years old, okay, but I wanted to talk about the topic. When I guess there's more people, or crushes. If you've ever had a crush and you just like didn't know what to do with it, those feelings, those emotions, and just, like that attraction. It's
Deep freeze! Deep freeze!
we get it, and actually with High Noon especially, like the whole idea of like, you know, being in a religion setting and like not getting distracted by the crush, like these feelings or like wondering what to do.
Come on!
I've been there, done
Deep
that.
freeze!
So, if you have these feelings, first of all, like, it's super natural, and
See ya! See ya!
hold on. I need to know if this game is too loud. It probably is.
Deep freeze! Deep freeze!
So I'm playing in hard difficulty, so it's Donald and Goofy get beat a lot. Okay, what was I saying? So with crushes, especially, like attraction, feeling like attraction, is first of all, it's like a really natural thing. I think, you know, we get hung up on like, oh, it's distracting, or I don't like this, or gosh, why am I the way that I am, or it's distracting. I don't know, whatever feelings there are, maybe it's just distracting, or like we're told that it's bad, especially in a religious setting. It can be very easy to kind of attach shame to these feelings. But I think it's really important to acknowledge it's actually important, like developmentally, and like, yeah, I think being able to actually learn how to I just conquer is probably the best word I can think of. Let me turn down the music. Hey, if you're watching this, tell me if it's too loud, okay? Journal configuration. Okay. I'm going to have to... Oh, they're all gone. That's a shame. I wanted to level up, but that's okay.
Come on! Take that!
Yeah. Take that. Oh no, I fell off. StreamYard might not be the best platform to stream games on. I'm just looking at like the frame rate, streaming it. Doesn't look too great. Forgot what this part is. I'm just gonna keep pulling until I can't pull anymore. No, there it is. Yeah. That's special because it's the keyhole. And then to the world. You have to lock the world to keep it safe from the Heartless. Yeah. Okay, so I need to should go here. Oh my god, that was close. I didn't like how close that was. Okay, postcard. Okay, let me do a couple things. First of all, I want to save, go to the title screen, make this game a little bit quieter. And then, gosh, but the music is just so good. Okay. Menu. No, task. Okay. So, okay, let me talk about this one. While this is loading. Okay, so with crushes, I was saying how it's important to feel like validated. It's really important not to be ashamed of your crush or like, oh, frick. Okay, sorry, I made a mistake. You can't see it because it's not sharing on the screen for some reason. Okay. Okay. So with like attraction and crushes, how to make it a viable experience. If you've experienced being distracted by feelings, if you've experienced being kind of embarrassed or ashamed or just like confused about attraction that you have, I'm here to tell you that, okay, like you're in a very important developmental stage. And if you've never had an attraction towards someone, actually that's really important to consider as well. So basically, honestly, the thing that it boils down to and how to make attraction or like the experience of feeling attracted to somebody or to someone or to something, it's really important to actually ask yourself like why, what's going on, and see that like the things that you're experiencing, the things that you're feeling attracted to or not attracted to, like where it's coming from. So let's see. Interesting. That's cool. Stage. I like this. Okay. All right. Curious where these viewers are coming from. So, with attraction, it's actually really important to understand where it's coming from. If you don't know where it's, if you're just kind of like being guided by your emotions, guided by your feelings, that's not a really productive way to live. If you're living, day to day by your emotions, by your feelings. Now, geez, why is Goofy such a much higher level than I am? What the heck? Yeah, whatever. It's not gonna be like that forever. Level 100, level 99, baby. So, excuse me. So, anyway, it's important to acknowledge where these feelings are coming from. And just why they're there and what they're doing there in the first place. It's really fascinating. Okay, so let's see. Previously, I just
See ya. Be free.
Anyway, if you get to know where these feelings are coming from, like from an experience from your childhood, actually, usually attraction comes from one of either two places or a mixture of both. Oh my god, I just died. A mixture of two places. It can be like to relive a certain childhood experience, or to kind of like a guidance into trying to experience what you wanted to experience as a child.
Be free. Thunder. Thunder.
Okay.
Come on. See ya.
These guys are so annoying.
Heal. Come on. Come on. Heal.
Okay. I just had to lock in there for a second, but when you can understand like your emotions and your feelings and your crushes, it is actually to lock in. I hate to admit it, but I'm a mouth breather when it comes to locking in. I'm trying not to be, but it happens. Okay. Talk to Merlin. A summon gem. Simba. Yep, I can summon Simba now. How much MP does it cost? Where is Sid? said, oh, by the house in the 3rd district. So it would be here. On our way to the 3rd district, which is here. And there he is. No spoilers for you, plus I don't really care. I just skip all the Riku. And then we're in here. Talk to Sid. You guys ever heard of Maleficent? I hear she's in town. Who is she? A witch, man. She's a witch. She's the reason this town is full of Heartless. Don't take her lightly. She's been using the Heartless for years. We lost our world thanks to her. One day a swarm of Heartless took over our world. That was 9 years ago. I got out of that mess and came here with these guys. That's awful. Our ruler was a wise man named Ansem. He dedicated his life to studying the Heartless. His report should tell us how to get rid of the Heartless. Where's the report? We don't know. It got scattered when our world was destroyed. I'm sure Maleficent's got most of the pages.
You see,
It's just as I told you.
while
He's got
you
new friends.
toiled away trying to find your dear friend, he quite simply replaced you.
Yeah, Maleficent is a evil woman. Or witch. Not quite a woman. Yeah. Deliver the book. Navigation's gummies installed and ready to go. I threw in a warp gummy for the heck of it. Oh, thank you, dude. Now you can jump the worlds you've been before. I'll get back to my real job. It's my 1st district. Nothing of value.
Come on!
Okay. Some of the enemies, or I don't know, they're just like targeting system in this game. He whiffs so much. I whiff.
Heal!
Okay.
Come on! Come on! Deep freeze! Deep freeze! See ya!
Dude. I don't want to die.
Heal!
Embarrassing. Oh my god.
Heal! Thunder!
I died. I can't believe it. I died. I suck at this game. Okay.
Thunder! Here! Come on! Come on!
Should I invest in a better streaming? It seems like it's pretty choppy. Dude.
This should help.
Stop whiffing, dude. Okay. I think I'll stick to playing games and doing stuff later. Let me just finish this side quest and I'll stick to talking. Alright, I'll make a gummy ship later and then beat the game later. So what I want to do is save and quit and talk properly. I can't talk properly when I'm playing this game. Just can't do it. I think I've learned this lesson before. And okay. So let me talk about the topic. I've fulfilled my promise. My wife is sleeping. So the topic I want to talk about. So I mentioned a little bit earlier. I think I just want to reiterate, especially now that I can focus and not be distracted by the game, is I want to talk about how to make crushes into an experience where we learn about ourselves. Because usually it goes either of one or two or three ways. Okay, not one. Either two or three ways it can go. Let me make myself big. Okay. So it can go either, right? You give into your emotions and your feelings, and I don't know, you start a relationship with this person. And then you kind of discover a lot about them, and it doesn't really go out. And they're not really the person you expected them to be. There's a lot more than you kind of expected, and then boom. There's some pain, there's some hurt, maybe there's some learning. But in the end, actually, it can be mostly like there's a better, happier path, I believe. Because the other way is you don't go to any of these emotions. You don't kind of like have a give and take with any of these emotions. You kind of shove them down. You don't want to handle it, deal with it. You just kind of like try to forget about it. And then in this way, it's going to go either of two ways, where you're able to forget about it, or it really consumes you. And then, yeah, so there's like three ways, and then on the second way, there's like a branch, sort of goes of other two ways in that. But then the third way is actually really getting to know yourself and learning about yourself through your attraction. And it's really a cool thing we can actually understand about ourselves when we look at just what we're attracted to. Okay, and so that's number 3, and that's what I kind of wanted to talk about, is how we can make our crushes a valuable learning experience about ourselves and kind of what's in our hearts. So we see, because crushes are an experience of us trying to either, one, fulfill something that's missing in our hearts, or two, and we're trying to kind of replicate an experience that we've had in our childhood. Whoa, is that wild? Isn't that crazy? Now, there's a lot of things and a lot of ways and nuances that, there are points here that we can kind of address, and I'm not in that level, but based on what I've understand and what I've experienced for myself, is that when I learned about what I was attracted to and why, like what is it about these things that are attractive to me, right? Because there's many things that are not really, that I'm attracted to, that some people aren't necessarily attracted to, or they don't notice, right? And this can even go into kind of like what kind of porn you watch, or what kind of I don't know, kinks people have. Now, we can really go deep into it, but there's a certain type of porn that people watch, and that fulfills some sort of kind of, it plays some strings in their heart, kind of specific things, right? And people who've worked with, people who've been working with like porn addicts or relationship addicts or sex addicts, they've found some really deep connections between their relationship and their childhood experience, and their current unwanted sexual addictions. And it's just really interesting to see. It's based off the book called Unwanted by Jay Stringer, and I have yet to even fully comprehend and understand what it is that this book is trying to convey. But based on what I'm understanding, is that there's experiences that we have as children, or even babies or adolescents, times of development, right? Where we're experiencing some development of our brain, development of our relationships, development of our understanding of life and love and relationships. And what's really fascinating, what's really interesting, is that there is some massive correlations between like unwanted behaviors that we have today and kind of the experiences we have as children. And it's really interesting to see. And what I am encouraging you to do is that if to make your crushes a valuable experience, you really look at your attractions. You really look, if you're addicted to porn, you look at you're looking, but you really dig deeper into understanding kind of like, what is it about this video that's making me click on it? See, what I discovered in my own porn addiction was that there was a big need for me to kind of plead, what I understood about it is that like I looked where like people looked like they were enjoying themselves, like a lot, like anything that was like kind of too harsh, it was a big turnoff for me. And then the things that were more like enjoyable, happy, slow, that was like what was turning me on. And so when I understood that very clearly, I think I actually, something clicked in me. After a while, it took a lot of conversations, a lot of digging, but it became very clear to me that like actually there's a deep need in my heart to feel like I'm enough, and to feel like I'm able to like make someone happy, that I'm like worth it. And it's really tied to like myself, like the value that I put on myself. It's just really interesting. Like if I'm able to make somebody smile, apparently, like it was really clear in high school, the girls that I ended up having crushes on were the girls who, one, like showed interest in me, but I think it was really common, right? But two, it was actually when it felt like I could make them happier, or like my presence made their day better, or in some way. And it's like it tied to actually my relationship with my parents and how much I'm trying to please my parents every single day with my grades, with my attitude, with how much of a good boy I can be. It became very clear to me that actually I'm very insecure with how I am in my relationships, with my brothers, with my sister, with my parents. It was like a large insecurity, and I sought comfort through porn, through the experience of having a crush, or to feel like I was being like some like kind of a man who can, I don't know, make someone happy. And it tied with, that insecurity tied with, right, for my parents, tied into unwanted sexual behaviors and how I experienced crushes and attraction. It is actually massively enlightening to understand that, like, this is a massive insecurity that I have. And not only like did it affect me at the present, right? Just recognizing how it was affecting my relationship with my parents and the people at school and my siblings, I don't know, even just my beliefs in church, and yeah, it was just it's a massive thing. It definitely had a part to play in my relationship with God, and how do I say, like, just my worldview about like the Almighty, right? I think at that time, how do I explain this? It was my belief in God was that God was like a God that was kind of like not present with humanity. Like God is just looking at this world kind of separate from me. God is probably in those places where people are offering the most devotion, or the people need God the most. And so God is there. There's this wonderful, beautiful story that I read about. It was a Holocaust survivor, and he was writing about how, like, just in a miserable situation they were in, there was a public hanging at one of the concentration camps because the Germans were trying to not Germans, but the Nazis were trying to send a message to the Jewish people. And one of the people being hung was a little boy, and this boy was in the concentration camp for so long, long enough. I mean, long enough is kind of weird to say, but and essentially what happened was, when the hanging happened, the boy was too skinny to die immediately. And it was a really excruciating experience, both for the boy, but also to watch. I mean, I can't even imagine. It was kind of like, just, anyway, it's atrocious. And this story. So the story is written from the perspective of one of the people who's watching. Ah, gosh, I wish I remember the author. But anyway, he said, like, in that moment, God, where are you? Why did you abandon us? And then he had this kind of feeling in his heart where he's like, I'm with that boy. Like, I'm suffering with that boy. I'm with him. Like, is there nothing more that God can do, right? It's like, anyway, that's kind of what I imagined God was. Like, God is with the people who are suffering. I'm not necessarily suffering. Things are fine for me. I don't really, feel bad or feel hard, or like, it's, life is just kind of, but that also made me believe that I wasn't worth God's time or love or effort, or I don't know. My experience with God was very separate from, just very separate. Like God, God's over there, I'm over here, I'm fine. So I don't really think I need God, or I don't really, I don't really see a reason why God would be with me. So that was like my belief. And it actually stemmed a lot from my insecurity with my relationship with my parents, which is really interesting. But it's like, if I'm fine, or if I'm okay, then like, am I really being taken care of? But like, if I need to be taken care of, then I'm a bother. So, and there's a lot of layers to my insecurity here, and I'm kind of spilling a lot of beans about myself here, but I wanted to kind of share this because this was all stuff that I learned by digging into my attraction. I was attracted to a girl, and I was like, I got a lot of help from people, from mentors, and just asking me really good questions, and I was able to, with the help of them, kind of dig deeper into actually this massive insecurity that I have is impacting every aspect of my life. And it's not an insecurity that I want to hold on to unknowingly when I get married or when I have children. Like, oh, I'm not in, like, how would that impact me as a dad, right? Or as a husband who, right, if I'm like, deep down, I believe that like everything's just fine, and as long as I'm not a bother. But if I'm not a bother, I don't deserve much. Like, I can so easily imagine where that could lead, where something comes up and I start to feel distant from my wife, and I start to feel distant, but it's like, but I'm okay. It's not like it's bad. And then I get more and more distant, and I start feeling sorry for myself and bad for myself, but like not enough to the point where I need help. It's more like I don't deserve help. Anyway, point is, it's really valuable that I learned this kind of stuff before getting matched and blessed, before getting married, before having kids. I mean, I don't have kids yet, but I'm excited to. And I encourage you to kind of take this time to make your crush or your experience with attraction, it doesn't have to be like outright a crush, but just your experience with attraction, whether if it's through porn or through or even through like non-attraction. I know there's some people out there who just don't feel attracted to anybody, and was that non-binary or something, asexual. Anyway, the point is, there's a lot that we can learn about ourselves. Like, if we really dig deeper into like what's going on inside of me, and why, where did it come from? Where did this belief come from? If we can ask ourselves that question and really dig deeper into it, I will tell you honestly, it is a beautiful experience to get to know yourself like that, and to find the grace to experience these things, and to I don't know, it's a wonderful thing. And it's really amazing to see how much we can change our life just from being a little bit more aware of the things that that impact us. For example, like our insecurity or our crushes and our attraction. It's just really cool. It's really cool to see, and I encourage you to be almost like an observer and a scientist in a way about your own life, and see where things came from and why you believe the things that you believe. Really, I love like being put into discussions that really make me think. I'm so sad that I'm just a guy talking into a camera. We did a video, me and Benji, and you can watch it on YouTube at highnoon.org, or not .org, High Noon. High Noon International is the name of the channel on YouTube, High Noon International. And if you're watching on YouTube, this is where same channel. But we played Minecraft, Benji and I, and we shared some opinions. I couldn't share. I trimmed down the video kind of a lot. But one of the key things from that video that I gained was that, first of all, like, people have different opinions, but no one's wrong, right? People have a reason to believe why they believe everything, and it's when we can dig deeper into feeling and understanding these things, it actually becomes a huge opportunity for growth and development and getting to know yourself and actually understanding other people really deeply. Like, if you can empathize with yourself and have the grace for yourself to recognize, gosh, like, this is not a good belief to have, but I have it, right? That, I don't know, for example, like, someone's misfortune is someone else's good. I don't know, what's goodness or something. Like, is that a belief I had? I don't know where that came from. I remember hearing that somewhere, so that was like a... Anyway, point is, take the time and really understand your crush. Not the person, but really yourself. And then you actually can recognize and then I guess another step and another like step further into this is actually finding deep, like, what's it called? Deep understanding of, like, your ideal. Like, this person might crush, what qualities in this person is it, like, that I respect or like or am attracted to? Are these qualities something that I want to have? And that's another layer that we can dig into. But when you can feel that these, like, emotions, recognize that these emotions, like, come from somewhere, and then actually take the time and effort to dig deeper into where these emotions are coming from, I'm telling you, this is the point I'm reiterating literally 10 times. I'm telling you, it raises your empathy for other people, and you get to understand yourself a lot deeper. And the crushes that you experience, instead of, like, just being shameful or distracted by them, you actually kind of lean into it, and you get to understand yourself much better. Okay, that's all I have for today. Yeah, I'm so sorry. It is 1 a.m. where I'm at, and I'm so tired. So forgive me. I'm becoming older. I used to be so excited to stay up this late on weekends. Score high. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have to end early. I'm just gonna send you a message right now. Say, hey man, but I'm shouting you out. Check out the VOD on YouTube, okay? I'm actually typing to you on stream right now as I'm recording this right now. So I'm so sorry. But I am so sorry. Please forgive me. I'm not gonna write that. Check out the video. It would have been nice to talk. I'm not a fast typer. Sorry. To who? I don't know. To me, I want to be a faster typer. Anyway, guys, knowing this and really understanding it, I'm telling you, it's huge. Next time, maybe I'll have to find a different time to. It would be hey, score here. It would be so score high. It would be so cool to stream every day. I admit this. And yeah, I mean, if I'm streaming every day, I can do at a more reasonable time because it's late. It's 1 a.m. I have neighbors. I have neighbors who called the police on me because I was talking too loud. Do you know how peaceful Japan must be if there's 3 police officers who come up to my door at 1 a.m. because it's too loud, because I'm talking? I don't want to bother those police officers anymore. I don't want to bother me. I don't want to bother my neighbor. I feel bad. They have to wake up early in the morning probably. I'm in the wrong. But I just wanted to be really clear, okay? If you know yourself like this, your insecurity or something that's missing that you're trying to find through your crush or your attraction, or you're trying to relive it, okay? Or there's something that you like deeply respect about this person, or there's this experience that you have with this person that you're looking for, like some kind of attention. Just look at it and be like, this is what I need to fix. Because you're not gonna fix your problems through a crush. You're not. Not through another person. Sorry. It just needs to be said. You're not gonna fix your problems through another person. Another person cannot change you. You cannot change another person. You have to change yourself. You have that kind of power. It's not that you don't have the power to change anyone. It's just no one has the power to change you. You have the power to change you. And so you need to take responsibility for that. Responsibility is a great word. It's a heavy word maybe sometimes, but it's a beautiful word because responsibility also means great power. With great power comes great responsibility, but I think the other way is also true. With great responsibility comes great power. Peace out, y'all. Peace out. Have a good one. Thank you for tuning in, okay? Watch from the beginning. I played some Kingdom Hearts. Pretty cool. I love that game. But now I'm fired up and I'm ready to set up my Christmas tree. It's time for Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Coming up. Oh man, this New Year's fast. Jeez, it's already almost December 1st. You excited for the holidays? Let me know in the comments, okay? Peace out. I love you. Let's just stream every day. Just randomly. If I don't know what to do, I'll just play games. And, okay, peace out, my brothers and sisters. Have a good one.